The unfortunate nickname Big Balls.
A 19-year-old that goes by the username Big Balls.
Take a deep breath for just a moment and ponder big balls.
Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with Musk and Big Balls.
Big Balls.
Big Balls.
Big Balls, who work for Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE.
In the one case of the Big Balls kid, a literal teenager.
Big Balls online.
Big Balls here that Katie's talking about.
A 19-year-old that goes by the username Big Balls.
Democrats storming buildings, screaming, crying, having meltdowns. Now you know that we've really returned to the appropriate timeline. You know, the timeline in which the adults are back in charge. The immune response to Donald Trump ending a lot of the corruption. The billions of dollars in Democrat slush fund, CIA dark money, all that stuff that's been cut off in just the first 3 weeks of his presidency. You see do you see Republicans storming the Department of Education or storming this building or that building, being worried about, you know, this, that, or the other thing? No, because they're not receiving all the corrupted dollars, apparently. They haven't been in charge in a while, and this is wild. Elizabeth Warren being chased down the street. Absolute bonkers stuff. Let's get into it. By the way, working hard to reach 100,000 subscribers on Quartercast, which is my YouTube live stream show. We are live every day at 1 Eastern. Ideally, you'll download the Rumble app and follow the Quartering on Rumble. It's the free speech platform. I've been working. I haven't missed a single day of live streaming in over a year and a half. I mean, I stream on Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's, all that stuff, because I want to reach 10,000 live viewers at 1 Eastern. I don't care how we get it, where you watch. Ideally, you'll watch on Rumble, download Rumble, follow the Quartering. Or if you're a YouTube-only viewer, linked in the description will be my Quartercast channel. I think once we reach 100,000 subscribers there, we should be pretty close. So please give our show a try. I think you really like it. Today we have Hannah Claire Brimlow and Melanie Mack. Donald J. Trump says billions of dollars in fraud, waste, and abuse have already been found in the investigation of our incompetently run government. Now certain activists and highly political judges want us to slow down or stop. Losing this momentum will be very detrimental to finding the truth, which is turning out to be a disaster for those involved running our government. Much left to find, no excuses. Yeah, it's steamroll time, Mays writes. I agree. There's a lot of these, like, you know, a district court judge, I think it was, having a meltdown, saying like, well, I want to stop. You can't just fire all these people. Bro, he's the president. He absolutely can. Where are all these district court judges stopping Joe Biden? By the way, who elected a district court judge? You know, like, is that district court judge supposed to be involved in federal dealings? By the way, it turns out that federal judge that put a stop on these funds was, in fact, his daughter works for the United States Department of Education, a target of DOGE, which we're going to talk about later in the latest USAID bombshell. But that's why you want to subscribe or follow wherever you're watching. Yes, I prefer you watch on Rumble, but I care more that you tune in at all. So we're here to fight back. Hundreds protest suspension of U.S. financial watchdog. Lawmakers Elizabeth Warren and Mad Maxine Waters join a rally. See, when the Democrats do it, it's a rally. After Trump administration suspends all CFPB operations. Chants of "Let us work" rang out across the courtyard of Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, blocks away from the White House on Monday, as hundreds of angry protesters rallied against Trump's administration's decision to suspend all operations of the U.S.'s top financial watchdog, an agency that has clawed back more than $21 billion from Wall Street for defrauded customers. I haven't gotten any money from them. Have you? The demonstration came after Russell Vought, Trump's newly installed acting director of the agency, ordered all CFPB staff to stand down and stay away from the office in what critics are calling a brazen attempt to defang financial industry oversight. Child, please. The government itself is working with these, the government is just as corrupt as these dorks. Speaking of here, President Trump responds to Elizabeth Warren's comments about the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
Mr. President, regarding the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Democrats, including Elizabeth Warren, have said that by freezing it, it's giving big banks and giant corporations the green light to scam families.
Pocahontas. Pocahontas, the faker. That was set up to destroy people. She used that as her little personal agency to go around and destroy people. And she's a fake. Just like she said she was an Indian, and she wasn't an Indian. You have more Indian blood in you than she has. She went to college based on the fact that she was an Indian. She got jobs based on the fact that she was an Indian. She's a fake. That was set up to destroy some very good people, and it worked. I mean, it worked. A lot of great people. I'll tell you, before I ever heard the term, people would come up to me in the Midwest and areas that say, "Sir, I'm being destroyed by them." They use that to destroy people. She's a nasty woman. She's a really nasty woman.
Agreed.
Despite her phony beer commercial. We did the right thing. That was a very important thing to get rid of. And it was also a waste. I mean, number one, it was a bad group of people running it, but it was also a waste. If you looked at when she really ran it, wow, that was a vicious group of people.
Here you have Elizabeth Warren with her own little billionaire, Alex Soros. I'm worth $73 million on an annual salary of $200,000. Ask me how. That's a good question. How is Elizabeth Warren worth $73 million if that number is true? If that's true, on $200,000 a year. Because Trump just wants people to get scammed. No, Trump is saying maybe the federal government isn't the best tool to fight back against this stuff, right? Here we've got our toes right on the edge of a constitutional crisis. That's the new PSYOP the federal government's doing. They're calling everything a constitutional crisis for no reason whatsoever. You see, Elizabeth Warren said the Trump administration is putting the nation on the edge of a constitutional crisis. Pretty sure there's nowhere in the Constitution that talks about how great it is to have gigantic, super huge mega government companies spending billions of taxpayer dollars to selectively enforce made-up rules on people. In many cases, he will be right. For example, the Republicans in the Senate will just go ahead and confirm people for jobs that they know they're not qualified for. Oh, like the Democrats. Tell me what Pete Buttigieg knew about the Department of Transportation, okay? I'm just curious. For anybody out there who's saying they're not qualified, okay, what qualifications did Pete Buttigieg have to be in charge of air traffic control? The biggest disaster in this country right now. The train system. Because he played with model trains. Senator Ted Cruz introduced measures to reduce the amount of federal funding the agency receives from the federal government from the Federal Reserve to zero, which would effectively shut it down. I'm fine. This country has trillions in debt. We have to make bold cuts. Here you have Elizabeth Warren here.
Every American who doesn't want some weird Elon Musk suck up.
Oh, they're back to calling people weird. You know what's weird? Spending $60 million to put illegal migrants into luxury hotels.
Searching through your personal private data.
Yes, I do.
This is your fight. And forever.
Yes. Elon Musk, you have my personal permission to go through my credit report. Can Elizabeth Warren, worth $200 million, will she say the same? DOGE to Mr. Big Balls, you have my express permission to go through all of my financial records. Now I challenge my elected officials to do the same.
Every American who doesn't want some weird Elon Musk suck up.
These people are going berserk. They are afraid.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau
does nothing.
Has returned billions of dollars to Americans
who your friends?
Victims of fraudsters.
Your friends? Your friends? Here's Elizabeth Warren getting confronted. Now, I'm careful because I notice people are tagging them, watermarking videos. See this guy, Nick, dude, what the heck? You're watermarking somebody else's video. That's cringe. I follow you because you aggregate news, but let's not be watermarking other people's content, Nick. Elizabeth Warren oh no, I take all of that back. It was Nick filming. Okay, I take all of that back. Pardon me, Nick, this is your video. You should watermark it. It's just so rare. Like Libs of TikTok likes to watermark other videos that she just freeboots from other people. Elizabeth Warren just attacked me on camera for asking her why she's so against DOGE and its transparency. Or maybe it was because I asked Pocahontas how how she amassed a net worth of over $12 million on a $200,000 government salary. Let's look.
To shut down. So Senator Warren, why are you so afraid of transparency? Why are you bothered by the fact that Elon Musk is attempting to expose all of this fraudulent spending? What is that about? What is the problem here? What is the problem?
Look at our handlers.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Senator Warren, I just want to answer a question. How did you get a $12 million net worth?
Oh, yeah, good point.
On a $200,000 salary in Congress?
Very good question. $12 million net worth.
How did you do that?
Excuse me.
How did you do that? You can keep trying to block my camera. We're on a public sidewalk, so... Get off of me.
Yeah, Yake.
So you don't want to answer that question. What is it about DOGE that's such a problem to you? You just elbowed me, Senator. I got that on camera.
Excuse us. Thank you.
Transparency is your enemy.
Nah, Nick, good job. Nick, good job. I mean, these people are unhinged. Democrats... if we look at these protests, they're inciting people. They want people to, commit crimes, like Mad Maxine Waters telling people to take it to the streets. Keep it up, DOGE. The American people support this. The bureaucrats who are on the take, they're the ones freaking out. Before you go, don't forget, please download the Rumble app. Follow me on Rumble. Help me reach 300,000 subscribers there. I live stream there every day at 1 Eastern. I also generally upload my videos there first before anywhere else. If not, if you don't want to download another app, I understand. Please follow Quartercast and tune in every day at 1 Eastern to our live stream. Really, really trying to make that grow. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.